Chapter 7 project. You should see this Chapter 7 project. There will also be a video block here. That's what I'm recording right now. And you have an attachment that is the Chapter 7 project directions .docx. So I gave you a document file again so that you could copy the table to use in your report. I clicked on the directions and it's downloaded them right here for me, so I can click on that file to open it, and it's showing me the directions, and it has enable editing as an option. Remember that this is from me, and I did do a virus scan on it, and you should be fine using it, but it's just going to want you to check whether you should or not. So click enable editing, and then you can see all the directions. I'm just going to go through them with you. You will need a helper, and you should get all of these things ready in these first 2 paragraphs. It's not a lot, but I just wrote out a lot of options for you. And then when you have everything together, then get a helper to help you set up your experiment, because part of it has to be done without you knowing what's going on. So if you have an older child who can follow directions well, you could use that person, or a spouse, significant other, a coworker even. Bring the items you need to work and ask a coworker. Or if you have any friends or anybody else in your region, your neighbor, anybody, just somebody who can help you get it set up. It should only take like 5 minutes of their time, so I don't feel like it's a big favor that you're asking. So you need to find some small items that have several colors, and you can, here's some examples: beads, colored paper clips, crayons, markers, small blocks, or pens. And if you want to use pens, you need to have multiple colors of pens. Like I have pink and I have black. I have a bunch of different colors, and so you would want to gather all those together. If you don't have any of those items, you might just buy a bag of Skittles or a bag of M&Ms, depending on what you like to eat. But when you touch them, you should not be able to tell a difference between the items. So I have these colored paper clips, and the blue and the green, just by feeling, I can't tell any difference. And that's what you want. You don't want to be able to say, oh, I can tell that one's bigger. It's the blue M&M or the blue paper clip. But so if you have plenty of colors, you need like 4 to 6 different colors. And then of each color, you need to have at least 5 or 6 of each color, so that your helper can choose a few of each color, or they can choose none of certain colors. And you're not supposed to know, again, what they decide to do. Okay, that's the items. So you need to get together one set of items, and it could be any of those things that I talked about, but they all have to feel the same. Okay, you have to have multiple colors, and you have to have multiple items in each color group. So with that, I want to show you what I have for my experiment that I want to share with you. I'm ready to begin my experiment, and what I have are 5 pink blocks, 5 purple, 5 blue, 5 orange, 5 yellow, and 5 green. And what I've done is listed out each of the colors on my data sheet so that I can keep track of how many I've gotten of each one. And then I found a bag, and I cut it off so it'll fit into the view, but you could leave it full-sized. So it's just a little empty paper bag. And what I'm going to do now is ask somebody to choose 12 of these blocks.